Yeah, look, it's a tough game in this building. You can see that Dallas has quality players. They're very, very good in possession. They can move you around. They can lure you out. Um, they were very dangerous off the bench. Musa, Ferreira, Velasco. I mean, they're just really good team, and not many teams have come here this year and won. So the fact that our guys come here, get the victory, go down twice, come from behind, score late. I think this is another sign of that we're a good team. So I think we cap off a successful month in August, and the boys get a little rest now.
All right, we'll go ahead to questions from the chat now. We'll go ahead and start off with Matthew Pollard from Burgundy Wave.
Chris, thanks for the time. Congratulations on the win. I know Darren and Hoffa are maybe going to get some highlights, but I want to start with Jackson Travis. Talk me through him starting with Sam being hurt. Your thoughts on how he did, given Rouen is a handful.
Yeah, look, Jackson, 20 years old. Is when you think about the belief we have in young players, Yappy comes in 19 years old. I don't think they let you down, the young boys. They give everything to the team. They run. They don't want to, they carry their weight, and they're very prideful, and they love the club, and they love that you give them opportunity. Jackson thanked me after the game. Such a wonderful human being, and then it's a tough game again. Heat, quality, opposition. You're going down goals, so I thought Jackson, hung in there all night, and didn't shy away. That's for sure. And he was in a battle, and he'll learn a lot from that. These experiences are great for young players.
We'll go now to Braden Nurse.
Chris, thanks for the time. Congrats on the win. Just your thoughts on Hoffa getting closer to the franchise season scoring record, and Georgie becoming the second ever Rapid with 10 goals and 10 assists on a season. Thank you.
Yeah, Braden, I would say that it's a great accomplishment. I mean, Hoffa is happiest when he's scoring goals. Not too long ago, and he goes a few games without scoring. We say, look, there's more to come. He puts himself in the right spots. He cares so much about scoring and winning that I think there'll be more to come this year. And with Georgie, it's we've seen the quality from day one. It's why we brought him here, and you can see that it's so many of our attacks, even late, that he's kind of in the middle of it. So again, it's Georgie makes those around him better, and he's a scorer, meaning goals and assists. So really happy for those two, and we rely on them, and we'll need them down the stretch.
Back to Matt.
Chris, walk me through the decision to have Cole come off the bench tonight. I believe that's his first, for when he's been available, that's his first time not starting for the first team since March of last year. Thank you.
Yeah, look, he's had a busy stretch of games. When the performance team comes to me and says, hey, we got some red flags with a player, fatigue, little tightness in some muscles, and it's our job to protect the player, and that's what we did. We put that above trying to win the game straight away. We knew we can use him in a different role, exactly the role that he came in. There'd be lots of scenarios that he can come in and make a difference. And in my career as a player, I didn't protect myself. And then there's a couple of ACLs later, injuries. We have to look out for the player, especially a guy like Cole, who running the most distance in MLS. And the type of running he does, the sprint distance. So, yeah, just decision to use him in a different way. I think it was the right thing.
Back to Braden.
Yeah, Chris, you mentioned it in your opening statement, but what changed when Ferreira and Musa subbed on and created that goal, and what did you like about the way you responded to conceding tonight?
Well, I think we can all see Ferreira's quality. He's really a top footballer in the final third. How clever, how smart. He can create goals. He's elegant on the ball. Moose is just a 9 that's always a presence in the box. I think our guys honestly did a really good job battling those guys. We had tired legs at that point, and they certainly were a handful. We like to go on the offensive. We brought in our 2 strikers with 20 minutes to go or so. In the end, 30 minutes with the 10 extra minutes of stoppage. And we stayed aggressive with leaving Calvin in for a long time, and that oftentimes is the best defense, by staying proactive in attack. So I think we got rewarded for that. And anytime we go to 2 strikers, you can see it can get a little bit open at times, but we certainly can create once again.
Chris, is there something that Darren's doing right? It seems he comes onto these games in these big critical moments, and that's a lot for a young player to shoulder, and he's proven it now in Leagues Cup and now in MLS play. That he can contribute in those ways. Your thoughts on his bravery and his maturity in those moments?
Yeah, I think that's the word, mature. He's a young player, believes he's got big things ahead. He's got a really nice, physical profile. He's fast. He's strong. He runs deep. He's got an aerial presence. He relieves a lot of the pressure for Hoffa up the pitch. And again, I've watched every minute he's played with our second team early on, but he's been training well. He's been coming into games in really mature performances, contributing on both sides of the ball, defensively, meeting the demands tactically. And you can see how much of a handful he is. So I think he does. Georgie gets a great through ball, but Yapi always toeing the line and running deep. And it's a great goal. It's such an important goal for our club. 3 points closer to the playoffs. And we're going to need Yapi. Clearly, you can see that he's going to be a handful down the stretch. We're gonna go to him again.
Braden?
Chris, any plans for the 2-week break?
Yeah, a little bit of work, a little bit of fun. I'm heading to New York tomorrow to see my family. My wife is back there with my boys and my dog. Go hang out with them for a few days, and then midweek I'll come back and sprinkle in a little bit of work and take a step back and have another eye on what's next for us, which is Portland at home in 2 weeks. So yeah, I'm gonna try to reboot and take a few days off.
I'm going to throw in the last one here for you, Chris. This weekend we're sharing Dallas with Rapids 2, as well as the unified team, a full organization, in the same place, playing the same organizations. What does that mean to the club to be able to share those types of moments and have that one club nature?
We love it. We're very closely connected. Our unified team will travel home with us. We're going to go out and watch them in a few minutes. We did a team walk together today. Just seeing the interactions and in all reality for both sides. Coaches, the players, for our players to participate, for them to be part of what we're doing. Very, very special. But this is what we do at this club. We don't talk about people first. We don't talk about one club. We live it. And another example of that.